Okay, back for turn 18. I thought that I was only going to film one today, but turn 17 went so quickly that I unloaded the video off of my card and onto the computer, and I thought, what the heck, let's try to do another one. So let's see what we can do. So it's nighttime. We have an HQ phase. We do not have an amphibious landing. What we do have is, and I put my little reminder token on the schedule there, what we do have coming in turn 18 is 4 more core artillery points. So that's going to bump. I'm going to move it over here off camera. I'm going to move my 4 VAC points up to 8. Yeah. And then I forget how I was going to track that, because we don't get a VAC artillery tracker, or at least I don't have one. I may have lost it, or it may be in some other stack somewhere and I just don't realize it. Artillery. Yeah, I just flat out don't have a marker to track artillery points like the other ones. I've got these markers here to track 4th and 5th and 3rd. I have no white marker to track the VAC. I've got the green one, but I don't have a white one. Whatever. Alright. So we are on to our HQ phase. Now, here is what is going to happen. I don't know if tanks, etc., if I pull them off, it doesn't say anything about getting additional points, I don't think, in the rules. I get if I have all in the battalion, I get a point. If I have all in the regiment, I get an additional point for 4 total for the regiment and the battalion. If I pull all 3 regiments in the 5th Division off, that's 12 points per turn. I want that. There's nothing that says anything about tanker or engineer points, so I don't know that it's going to do me any good to pull them off, but in the same respect, I might as well, because otherwise I'm just spending time moving them over here for the next time. So I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do that off camera right now, because it's just going to take me a lot, and I'll probably knock stacks everywhere like I've been doing for all the rest of the videos, and it'll just take me a while to get them up there, and there's no sense in you watching me do that. There we go, they're all up there. Now, as I was moving them up, there were 4 step losses, so they will take those 4 step loss points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then two of the stacks were already in there in the morning, the 2 top ones. Everything else, and then there was 1 stack that was in there in the evening. And I don't want to do the bookkeeping on that. I'm just going to say that they're going to get 12 points, so they're going to get 8 back. So that is what, I'm on 27, so I'll be 35. And then just in the evening phase, the next evening phase, if they all want to come out, they'll all come out. And if I decide to leave them there, I'll get another 12 points. But what I'll probably end up doing is pulling 4th off the line and immediately dumping 5th Division in there just to flip them out. Now that would mean that come next afternoon phase, I'm going to need to pull back. We'll see if that works. And if not, then I can maybe pull as much as I can back, drop the 5th in, and then pull the remainder of 4th out and just pull them off next turn, if I can keep them healthy. I still don't think I want to assault yellow and blue just yet, because I don't have that many replacement point left here. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, and then again, tanks and heavy weapons and engineers, I don't think they're giving me any extra points. But I pulled everything off. And then I'm taking for granted that since I took Suribachi, everything from here over is garrisoned. So really what I'm going to do here is take all these garrison markers off just to clear the map. Anything that's behind my line, basically, and assume that they're garrisoned. As everything else moves up closer. That way now I have some garrisons to drop in on as I take things in Sector 3. So there. I don't think there's anything else, anything that can happen to where those would come back. There's the infiltration coming up on turn 22, but that's going to be more closer to the lines. So I don't think I have to worry about that. Hang on just a sec. Yeah, and then the other thing is on turn 19, I get all 3rd Division tanks, and I can bring them in anywhere. Well, guess where I'm going to bring them? I'm going to bring them in on these beaches up here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sure. 2, 2, and 2. Let's bring them in. Whoa, and then I've already knocked this stack over. Goodness sakes. There's just not enough room up here in these boxes. Well, I guess there is if I just kind of squash them. So I'm going to squash them and get them away from there. Alright, so these tanks will all come in here. Now blue still projects field of fire over here, so hopefully I can take blue this turn and then I can land them without issue on the next turn. So, what else in the HQ phase? I've done my garrisons. I mean, I guess, yeah, I can put a garrison there. Right? Oh, that's right. These guys are going to advance one more time. So I now, on 23, 24, and 25 in the 4th Division, they all project out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's a disturb. Alright, let's grab my bucket here. Alright, so that is garrison. I control this. So the browns are garrisoned. And actually, artillery is destroyed too. Did I miss that? Or did brown ever populate and did I just run right by him? I can't remember actually defeating brown. So if they're in control and I've never actually occupied them, I'm assuming occupying them via 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yeah. Occupying them via garrison will destroy their artillery. Sure. That brings them down to 22. Right? 1. What have I hit? 1, 2, 3. Woof. What have I hit? 1. Does this guy have? Where's the 4th one that I had hit? I don't even know now. I got 1. I don't mean to be wasting time, but I need to waste time. Figure this out. Alright, well, I'm going to pause and try to find what's going on with the artillery over here. That's what it is. I was at 4. I did occupy these 2 browns and I just advanced over here. So I left them unattended. But the nice thing is I have them under control. I don't know if that's... I may have screwed up there. I may not have been able to move those out and these guys may still be vulnerable. But I'm just going to garrison them right now and say that we're good because they are technically right now they're under U.S. control. And so I can garrison them. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right. So now the question is, this is going to be interesting. If I move completely out of Sector 4 or Sector 2, does that mean that Sector 2 does not get bombed anymore? Or do I still subtract the points from over here? So should I keep any units over here on the airport is what I'm thinking. But that's for another turn. So replacement points for these guys. Okay, so I'm going to take these guys off. Alright. It's an entire battalion. There's my C. So I need to heal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I get 1 point back for the entire battalion being off. Now I've got the 325s here, so my question is, can I take the 225s off and get an extra point? So I'm going to take the 1, 2, 3 points down, no, 4 points down, yikes, to heal them. Now the 225s are in field of fire, so I can't get that extra bonus point just yet. Plus that's where my hero is. They're all full strength and ready to move, so I don't want to take the 2nd Battalion or the 25th Regiment out. Okay, so I think that's HQ phase. Yep. Now I could return these guys back, and technically I'm gonna, since they're in there, I forgot about that. I get a point for them, so I'll bump that back up. I could return them, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna keep my line here the way it is. All right, so that's that. Now we got the first event phase. Naval gunfire. Naval gunfire. Alright, now I have 5 points in naval gunfire. I've got to use 3 of them now because it's the evening. I've got no overturned units to barrage. So I'm just going to have to use them to supplement attacks, which is fine by me. I'll get some overpowered attacks. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, so that's, I mean, I can't barrage with them, so there we go. Okay. Fire, Japanese fire. Alright, I got blue resupply, I got green tank, which would be black tank, which I occupy the black positions. So I'm not going to have any black actions because I'm not close enough to any of them. And then I got brown A. Okay. Let's readjust this just so we're up here now. And in all actuality, let's maybe do this. Let me just slide my camera down a bit so that that's my current angle, and then I will sit over to the side so I don't have to reach around it. So we've got blue R. R is going to be resupply and fire. Place a depth marker and fire on any blue units. These 2 blue units both have depth already, so they're just going to fire. This guy here, I'm not in its field of fire, so it'll be the other blue. This guy here, great. These guys were moving up to assault him, and now they're both going to get popped because this guy is going to resupply. Regular depth. And then he's going to fire. And he's going to hit both of these guys because these are the... Oops, I don't need to flip that. Oh, and that's a heavy weapon. Boy, am I an idiot. Well, that's okay because the 3rd Division has a ton of replacement points still. So, alright, so they both get hit and they both get disrupted, which is a shame because now I can't attack that. Wow. Okay. It doesn't matter because I took all the disruption off last turn. So there we go. And then my other blues over here are just these guys, and it of course is a circle, and I have a circle sitting right on top there. So this guy will take a hit and get disrupted. Alright, rain is looming, it's getting dark outside. And then there was light. Alright, so that was that blue. That blue, I said there was nobody, he's firing over bluff, so there's no one in field of fire there. Okay, so that's the guys that are in field of fire. Occupied, nobody in field of fire will redeploy. That guy can't redeploy anywhere closer. Anybody else up here in blue? That guy, once again, there's not a position within 3 hexes. That's the this guy here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't get closer. Well, I guess, okay, technically, he's off camera, way down here in the corner. I guess technically that's closer. Sure. Because then he can move here, and then if brown has a redeploy, he can move here. So sure, all right. So that is redeploy for blue, and then reinforce is place a reserve in a unit, a reserve and a depth marker, and no fire if there's any blue unoccupied within 3 spaces. This guy's occupied. Oh, am I? No, he's behind red, so I'm not in his field of fire, and he can't redeploy to something closer. Because I don't think, can he come here? I guess he could. I guess so. So he's going to come to the red. Yikes. Empty position group hex and fire. Well, crud. These guys are never going to be able to assault the red because they both will take a hit. Can they get it? I guess terrain doesn't matter, right? And even though that's closer, can they get into that one? I guess they can. I guess they can. Well, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I can't assault red. I just can't. It's not, the game is not letting me. Okay, well, that's a problem now, because my whole point here was to get around and secure that red and start moving units down south. Dang it. I wish I hadn't noticed that. I wish I hadn't noticed that. Alright, so that's it. No more blues can redeploy. So now it's green and it's just a tank action, so it's just, and there's no black positions active, so I don't think there's any green that can even fire. There's not. There's the one green way up there at the top, and he's not within range, so that won't happen. And then the A, the brown, brown will assault if there's a brown next to me. There is not. So if there's a brown that is within 3, like this guy, unit must be in field of fire to do the artillery action. Well, that guy is not within field of fire, so that guy can't do the artillery action. And then ambush is an empty that's within 3 hexes. We'll ambush something with the target symbol. That E7 way up there is more than 3 away, and I think that's the only one that would be close enough that's empty. That one, H8, is 4 away, so he's not close enough. So yeah, A didn't happen. So all in all, not bad, but this one hurts. That's the only thing that really happened. I got hit up there, I got way at the top, I got hit way at the bottom. Everything in the middle is fine, but this one kind of hurts. I really haven't been able to use that hero at all. I was so excited when I got him, and all he does is keep getting hit. So, all right, so that's Japanese fire. Now we go to the second event phase. Oh, I did it again. I shuffled in my I shuffled in my my Japanese airfield event, so I have to pull that one back out, and I'll reshuffle these. There it is, airfield objective. I had just grabbed them all at the end of the turn. Alright, once again, shuffling sleeve cards. Alright, that should do. Now the event, second event is, hey look, it's caves. And we destroyed the cave on Suribachi, so we do have an available cave. So we're going to grab our available, although if I destroyed the cave, does this go back in, or is this like a destroyed unit? That's a good question. Let me check. Yeah, the event says if all cave markers are in play, it can't be met. So I gotta believe that they don't actually get destroyed, because this says nothing about destroyed. It says they're in play or they're out of play. This one got hit, so it's out of play. Now it comes back in. Alright, so I gotta find a hilltop position. Non-position hex next to any hilltop position that is still Japanese occupied. So where are my nearest hilltop positions? I got a cave back there. That was my nearest way back when. So here's a hilltop. So I guess it's that guy. That's the closest one. So the question is, it doesn't really say where to put it. Should I put it close to me? Or should I put it farther away? I'll put it farther away. I got that choice. And then I get a depth marker. And then it also doesn't say, what if I draw a tank? A tank depth unit, does that stay in the cave? Doesn't matter. I didn't. Alright. There's still quite a few depth markers in here that I haven't gotten rid of. Still got a long ways to go in this game. So that was my second event. Now it's my turn. I can't do anything with these guys, and I can't do anything with these guys. I mean, I could attempt. These guys are already disrupted, so I could jump over the top of them in close combat. That's red intense. So if I go here and then I jump in there, I think I take muff. But I gotta, I almost knocked my yellow stack over with my ham hands. I gotta take these guys out. They're annoying me. They're just resilient. So what would happen if I jumped over the top with these guys? I could jump over the top with the tanks. That would be an interesting move. If I jump over the top with the tanks, I don't worry about disruption. These guys are already disrupted, and then I come over with I would get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a flamethrower. So I would get 5. So maybe I come down here and I hit these guys, since that guy is disrupted. Sure, what the heck. One at a time, these guys jump down here. This grouping is already disrupted, so the overstack doesn't re-disrupt them. And let's close combat this, because I'm tired of these guys. Alright, I think in so doing, though, I do take muff fire. So what happens then if one guy gets disrupted? Do I keep checking muff fire for the rest of them? No, that's right, because I come here and they're fine. But that's, yeah, I'm leaving. I don't know. Give me a second. Yeah, no, I gotta believe that I take muff coming in. And I know I've looked at that rule several times. But leaving an intense field of fire to come in here, and it's not one hex movement. See, if I was next to this, I don't think I take it. I think jumping in is a free move. But because they were here, and I'm going 1, 2, it's not a free move. So, boom, muff. Alright, no red, so it was irrelevant. Alright, so let's close combat. I'm scared. I get 5. I've never close combated with 2 tanks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. For me. What do these guys have? Nothing and nothing. They got 5 strength, so they get 3 cards. 2 for the units, 1 for the extra strength. And I still have to disrupt them. So I gotta not see a, whoa. I gotta lock this up so it doesn't fall. Alright, so I gotta not see a red here. No red. Okay, good. I have the initiative. Red, US fire on counterattack. It's not a counterattack. So these guys get disrupted. That's step 1. No red. US withdrawal hit. It's not a withdrawal. Red. No event. No reinforce event. Alright, so this depth marker gets hit. It is within communication. So the depth will go back up here. And then he loses a card for getting... Actually, he would have lost a card last time anyway because he got hit. Which... Yeah, so he wouldn't... I mean, that card was already gone, so he already doesn't have any. And another red. Okay, good. So I killed that guy. He is still in communication, so this elite unit does go back up top. So now that guy up there finally has a friend. Alright. So, and thankfully, I don't have an overstack situation. And I occupy that position. These guys are disrupted, so they are not going to hit me this turn, and then I will definitely have the firepower to finally take that homeboy out next turn. Oops. Alright, so there we are. We're in there. So that is one move. These guys are done. Unfortunately, these guys got hit this turn, so next turn they're just going to lose their disruption. Dangity dang dang dang. Okay, still not advancing on that. Let's go up to that red position, which, hey, I just realized that red did not fire at me. So that's nice. I can take these guys out. I should be able to. Let's see. Let's do this. I got plenty of units here. Let's take these guys here We'll leave the heavy weapon. The heavy weapon will assault these guys. But I will take this and the 6-step unit in here. 6-step is going straight in. This guy's going over a bluff, so that's 7. And then I'll use a naval because I have them. And that'll give me an additional 6, so that's 13. I think I want to save these guys for coming at the other one. Yeah, they'll supplement my my guy over here, and they'll be half strength, so that's 8, 9, 10, plus the 9 is 19. So hang on, never mind. So if I do heavy weapons in here, 9, and then I do a naval strike, which is 15, I can go 19 in there if I use the bottom guy here. And then here I've got 3, 9, 13 plus naval is 19. So I can get 19 and 19 on those guys. So let's do that. Alright. Using 2 naval points, I'll use one at a time. I'll hit this guy. And he needs close combat, of course. So he will be disrupted. All that firepower, and the best I can do is disrupt him. And then I'll have to close combat him next round. I'll take the same 19 into this guy here, and he also needs close combat. Good golly. I couldn't just destroy one of them? I gotta close combat both of them? Well, I had to use the naval points anyway, so it is what it is. Okay, so those 2 are disrupted. All of these are used. Why does that have an artillery destroyed? Alright, so that happened, and now we come up here to the yellow. I unfortunately cannot attack the blue. Yeah. But I can attack one of these yellow positions. I got a lot. I can rush in and close combat one of them. Well, let's hit this guy first with everything I have. I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 31. I got the house. I got plenty to triple him. Alright, so let's see what we have. No close combat, no flanking. Good. Demolition's a machine gun. I have both of those. And I more than triple that. So now I reveal the depth marker. And it takes flamethrower, which I also have. That is 6. I still have them tripled. And I have all of the weapons. And so, Japanese unit defeated, depth marker eliminated. Nice. He is defeated. He is in communication, so he is able to withdraw. He can't go to a position. Actually, alright. So when I defeated this guy, I guess he could have retreated there. Alright, because that's that whole withdrawal thing. So, yeah, hang on. This guy up here, this engineer unit that I hit, he's going to go back where he came from, to the blue. Yeah, and then this guy up here, he could retreat, but the position groups are occupied. So he ends up withdrawing. See, because he was here, that's occupied. Everything within 3 is either occupied by me or someone else, or one of the Japanese. So he has nowhere to withdraw to, but he is still in communication. So he's still alive. he just goes into the reserve, as does the depth marker. Poop. Alright, so that yellow position is taken. Now let's do the group, which is going to be... Why aren't these guys... One of these guys should be over, should be I think when I got Suribachi, I undisrupted these guys when there's an overstack there. I mean, does that count? It says everyone's undisrupted. Yeah, screw it. It says everything loses its disruption marker. So I'm going to say even the overstack though. Alright, so if I want to close combat this guy. See, now here's what I should have done. I need to have saved the guy, so I'll save this guy, or one of these. I had plenty of strength to do this, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take this one into yellow, and so I got to hope he doesn't backfill. No yellow. Okay, so he doesn't backfill, so this guy jumps into there. It was not in yellow field of fire, but now I've got the muff reduced. So these guys can run here. How many of these guys do I want? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I want them all. So they run here without an issue. They're going to run in here, and it's not a 1 hex movement, so one of them may take muff fire. Yeah. So one of these guys gets hit. It reduces our close combat effectiveness. Let's see how this turns out. No close combat. He's only a 3, so he gets 1 card, but he's undisrupted, so I need 2 hits on him. I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This engineer isn't really doing me any good. I get 2 cards plus a flamethrower. He gets 1. And he gets to shoot first. And you got a yellow and a CC reinforce. There it is. There it is. So I get hit. This card will move over here. He gets a depth marker. And I take a hit. And we'll get disrupted. Well, that's the worst way to start that out. I do get a yellow though, so I do disrupt them. Small victories. He gets a yellow, so he hits me again. I'm going to hit that engineer. Oh, and then I lose a card, and combat's over. So I took 2 hits, and he got a depth. So, seemed like a wise move. It probably was. It just didn't turn out that way. Alright, so he's disrupted. These 2 are disrupted. My HQ is fine. I think that's yellow, so I'll flip that over. Alright, so then these guys go back here, and they're on top. So I'll just move that disruption marker up to the top of here. And I got an overstack situation where I only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I don't have... It's overstacked, but it's not concentrated. Alright, well, not everything can be perfect, right? And that may be all I can do right now. I can move some units, so let me do that. What do I want to do with these guys? Tanks. Well, let's do this. Let's move these tanks up into here so they're within 3 of just, you know, all of those positions. I got this officer here. A full strength unit underneath him. Oh, so yeah, he can, well, his guys are not disrupted. What do I do with the officer? What do I do with you, man? Do I have to come down and start looking at the blue? I guess I do. Alright, so we're going to move these guys here and these guys here. Now I need to start looking at, do I need to do anything with my command posts? These guys reach out 5, so they're fine. That guy up there is still reaching them, so they're fine. These guys are all same. Wait. Yeah, and then he's got one guy from a different unit. So that's doable. Move these guys along. They're still in the airfield. But I might as well get them a little bit closer with everybody else. This guy actually moved into Sector 3, but I think there's not a whole lot that's going to hit Sector 2. So I'm probably okay there. Just to keep hitting this guy. Oops. Oh, I moved my command post. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead. Let's move the command post. We'll move him up to the garrison. So 23 will come off. I guess that makes sense. Except that means that these guys down here can no longer be controlled. You really can only reach out to here anyway. So not the garrison. He'll be under here with these guys. Or, yeah, he'll move over here. 1, 2, 3. He'll move here. You can't reach this guy anymore, but that's okay. I guess he's not going anywhere. Where's the 121s? Oh, this guy's with... He'll go up into there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the 23. Do I keep him here? Oh, that's my command range marker. Sure. That seems right. Move him in closer. So this guy the command range comes off. He starts from scratch. And then I'll set him up during the next HQ phase. Okay. So that looks like everything. I don't think I can do anything else. These guys become undisrupted. No, they just took a hit. This should be yellow. They just got hit this turn. Yep. Alright, that looks to be about it. So Japanese artillery. I'm at 24 in Sector 3, so that means 8 over here, divided by 10. So one grouping gets hit, so that's my scapegoat sitting here. And then I got 18 plus 5 is 21 over there. Divided by 8 is 3. So do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Double stack over here. Okay. And then I'm good on raid, because these guys are all covering each other's flanks. And then everything else has big groupings. So that's it. I really don't have a whole lot of units since I took the 5th off. Not a whole lot of units are sitting out there right now. I got 3 full battalions in 4th Division off the board, and then I got the entire 5th off. I got to leave the 5th in there for a full day, and then I got to see whether I want to. I'll probably at that point I'll cycle them in. I don't know. I mean, see, the problem here is I'm trying to take red, and then if I try to pull back with them, then red can be reoccupied. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Well, that's it. That's my turn. I'm not going to try to think about it anymore. And that'll probably be it for today. Thanks for watching.